Day 100, Lawrence Ferlinghetti. Lawrence Ferlinghetti was born in New York. His father was from Italy, and his mother, I believe, was Portuguese Sephardic Jewish. And his father died shortly before his birth, and then his mom was committed to a mental institution shortly after. So Lawrence was actually raised by his aunt. And very smart guy, very early on was shown to have an interest in the arts, etc. So he's actually, his legacy is that poet, painter, writer, artist. One of the things that, Lawrence Ferlinghetti died not that long ago. He lived to be 101. Sorry to spoil this story, and I'm gonna get to everything that some of the things he's done in his life, but this is very larger than life figure. This is somebody that like I wish I could have had the chance to meet. And it's one of those things where like had I known my history a little better when I first got back to San Francisco, I totally could have had the opportunity to meet him. Although it was rumored that he would not take, not that I would get the chance to interview him or anything, but I had heard it was a rumor that he would not take interviews unless you did it in Italian. So who was this guy? What is he known for? Why is he deserving of a video in my series? So in a nutshell, Lawrence Ferlinghetti co-founded City Lights bookstore, started out as a bookstore, which him and his co-founder each invested $500. Folks, City Lights is arguably the most iconic bookstore in San Francisco, still open to this day. On Columbus Street, actually, it goes City Lights, Jack Kerouac Alley, and then Vesuvio. So Vesuvio and City Lights are separated by that alleyway, Jack Kerouac Alley, that connects Chinatown and North Beach. Anyway, City Lights used to be open until 4 a.m. I really appreciated Lawrence Ferlinghetti's, or came to love and admire his like populist approach. He really believed that art and literature should be available to the masses. And my understanding is that that's really the culture that he had in his bookstore. Later on, he opened a publishing house so that he would be able to publish the works of the Beats. So he is considered to be one of the leaders of the beatnik generation. Here's the thing, 1957, he published a poem by a man named Allen Ginsberg, who I've definitely done a video about, known as Howl. Howl was the defining manifesto of the beat generation. And Allen Ginsberg talked about things that you did not talk about, even in San Francisco, okay? Use your imagination. The bottom line, and I'm summarizing, so don't, strictly quote me on this, but Lawrence was thrown into jail because he was the one that published this poem, like his publishing house published this poem. So anyway, went all the way, it turned into this huge court case that was a landmark First Amendment case right out of here in San Francisco, California, and Lawrence was acquitted. So that was a huge landmark case. Howl, that's a huge part of his legacy. And again, if you come to San Francisco, you're gonna go to North Beach and you're gonna check out City Lights. You have to. So it's very iconic. And the last thing I'll say is that I love that the bookstore City Lights has really stayed true to its more radical social justice roots. Every time I walk by that window and that stand, I am so proud of all of the books that I see on display. I'm so happy that people are in there shopping, and it really speaks to how highly we hold and esteem our literary culture here in San Francisco. So I will do a separate video just about the most iconic bookstores in San Francisco. I think most people would agree that City Lights takes the top place. So that's just a little bit about Lawrence Ferlinghetti. Before he passed away, he actually got, I think it was like for his 100th birthday, his birthday, March 24th, was named Lawrence Ferlinghetti Day in San Francisco. So there's a little bit about him.